Good morning and good early morning to all of you fun people. I am happy to report this is Susan Lawton online with Deb Weyland. Deb, are you there?
I'm here. Good morning, everyone.
We have been practicing being compliant, so you need to read between the lines. Remember, I'm not an MD. Okay? So,
Okay.
we're going to talk about our friends this morning, and I just wanted to give you a little highlight. All four of these oils have certain things in common that are beneficial for the human body. There are certain systems they all work very well with together. Can you guess, Deb?
Hmm. Oh, I just saw your new screen pop up. Well, they're really all good at just overall balancing of our body. They deal with um, breathing. They deal with muscles.
That's true. They also help a lot with skin,
Yes, they do. Yeah.
bacteria balance inside and out.
Oh, we can say bacteria.
No, we can't, but I did.
Um, okay.
Geranium and cypress and arborvitae and white fir all are really nice to discourage parasites taking up residence anywhere in your human body.
Oh, okay. We're going to scare them away with those four, huh?
That's right. You just get those
Cool.
bottles out, and those puppies that are unfriendly will get gone. I,
Well, I think we have to open the bottles, though.
yes, open the bottles. And you can see I stole this from Dr. Mercola's website. He doesn't mind. The
I
six
love it.
The six best doctors are fresh air, exercise, water, rest, healthy food, sunshine.
It's
We
great.
know this. It's part of our pyramid, isn't it?
It is.
We need to remind you doTERRA does not prevent, treat, or cure disease. Your body cures disease. Oils and healthy nutrition can support your body's normal functions so that they perform amazing feats and amazing natural ways. So you have more energy, you have an extraordinary quality of life. Remember, our bodies were originally designed for us to be around till we're 132 and still be kicking.
Yay.
For those of us who have just started our 21 days of sugar free for this quarter, I know you can relate to how much better you feel since you've been ingesting so much water. I know it's
Hmm.
hard. I have people say, "Oh, I have to go to work. Oh, I have to go shopping." If you drink your water consistently, guess what happens? You don't get those crazy, I have to run and go to the bathroom things going on.
That's right.
It's when you
Because you're,
put your body through yo-yo, where one day you actually have your 160 ounces of water, and then the next day you have 4 ounces that your body will give you the urgencies to get rid of the toxins.
right. Yeah, if you maintain that even level in your body, you kind of stay stabilized, you know?
Yes, and it really helps with your skin. It helps relieve your body of toxins. Just breathing the extraordinary fun air here in New Jersey, there are many unidentifiable extraordinary particulates in the air that are highly offensive. That's why
Hmm.
we're so grateful for that particular in the capsule, carry it with you group of three oils, that lavender, peppermint, and lemon, that really does help with.
The sneezing, the scratchy throat, the itchy eyes, right?
It's amazing, and
Hmm.
it's such a small amount of oils but it's just enough to give your histamine system a little balance.
Right.
So,
A lot of people, they don't realize that when they're not having enough water, that a lot of what they consider their aches and pains from sitting at their desk or working, the joint pains are actually coming from the lack of water and not so much um, what they're doing. So I really like that you included that in there today.
yeah, because what we were both surprised several years ago when we started this Get Off the Sugar for 21 days straight, the number of people who wrote to us and said, I don't take Advil anymore, and I used to take 9 to 12 a day. I don't have to take my pain relief medication because I drank the water. The difference is amazing.
I recognize that picture.
Yes,
There's this weird thing trying to get in that little purple cell there.
I know. I know. Well, that would be the molecules of essential oils penetrating that cell. And they're so effective, they are able to eliminate organized unfriendlies. One of the key things that the molecules of essential oils do when they penetrate a cell, because they're smart, they know which cells to penetrate. They interrupt the organization of that funny little white thing in the center of that cell
Mm-hmm.
because it got corrupted by the organized unfriendly, and we interrupt the corrupted protein chain. We go right in there with our little molecule power and we re educate that cell and say, stop being bad. That's why we love the molecules.
Yeah, it's like a little Superman cape there flying in to save the day.
That is correct. That is correct. And modern science hasn't been able to create anything that's that small and that smart that can have the selectivity. It selects which wonderful cells to relieve of the misinformation. Again, this is why you need to drink your water. If you're using oils to remedy a disruption of service, you want to drink lots of water so the debris is eliminated effectively and efficiently. Blood-brain barrier. Do we love the blood-brain barrier or what?
Absolutely. I don't think people understand the importance of that and how important it is to protecting our brain from all those nasty things that we don't want in there.
So the blood-brain barrier is a wall of high-density cells that restricts passages of substances from the bloodstream into the brain. This protects our brain from foreign substances. Think of it as a magic mesh. Think of it as a magic cheesecloth that doesn't, it's so fine. The blood that's yours, the blood cells that's yours and are happy can flow nicely. And it does be able to sort out quite a few of the foreign substances. And since essential oils are lipid soluble and have very light molecular weight, they can pass through the blood-brain barrier and affect their benefits. A couple of these oils that are the wonderful raft to bring more oxygen right across the blood-brain barrier are frankincense and peppermint. They are
Woo!
very cool rafts. Think of them as personal kayaks. They bring in more oxygenation because the more oxygenation you have in your brain, the happier every single one of your organ systems is. They are thrilled. And when I inhale frankincense, I just treasure the fragrance as it clears my head.
Absolutely. It's amazing.
Now, here's an example. Please understand every single chart, and you know I love charts because I always have them with me and hand them out and make people look at them and play with them. Every single chart is unable to be copyrighted because nobody can say your body works exactly like this. through genetic changes and life and bad shoes and good shoes, things could be in a little different area. They're not quite this strictly organized. So when you apply oils, and that's why I love the new Touch series that doTERRA's put together, they're pre-diluted. It's
Mm-hmm.
great. Sometimes people have trouble reaching the bottom of their foot. And I'll say, gee, many people benefit when they put Breathe that's diluted on the bottom of their feet before they go to sleep, especially on the bottom of the big toe. It provides great relief. So, if you run your eyes across the top of the chart, you'll see where it points to brain and sinuses.
Mm-hmm.
So we talked about vetiver last week and how fun it was to put vetiver in the bottom of the tops of your toes because it gives you a real soothing rest. Similar with cedarwood. Today, we're going to talk about cypress, geranium, arborvitae, and white fir. What places on the bottom of the feet do you think would be really good for people, Miss Deb?
Well, in the middle part there, the lung area, that would benefit from some application of cypress. I like to use that because that helps clear breathing and things. Also, I just saw at the bottom of the heel, sorry. I saw the buttocks region.
You didn't mention that before.
That just struck me, sorry. Um, okay, I'm looking for where the liver is. Well, the stomach, pancreas area, of course, I think geranium would be really useful in there because geranium helps to get rid of all those nasty things that we don't want in our body filter there. So I would use that there. And as far as Arborvitae, that's really good at clearing out your nose, your nasal passages, your breathing there. And I might run that all around my toes to help with my sinuses and things like that.
Those are all really good suggestions. When we diffuse any of these oils, does it get in our feet?
It gets in our air.
Yeah, it's in our
Inside
air.
our
We
nose,
breathe it
our
in.
passages. Right,
And because the molecules are smart, they know where to go. This is if you
right.
want to apply oils to the bottom of the feet. It gives you a pretty good idea. Some people say, well, I just smear it all over. And I go, that is perfect.
Oh,
Smear
absolutely.
all over is really a good idea. The oils are not dependent upon your bloodstream for circulation. Sometimes when
Mhm.
you put oils in the bottom of your feet, it can take up to 18 minutes for the oil molecules to show up in your bloodstream, depending on their atomic weight and depending on how your metabolic rate is. Sometimes things can be tasted at the back of your throat within 2 minutes.
Oh, yes.
Sometimes we can feel calmness occurring almost at the same time we're just applying the oils. It's amazing because those little teeny molecules go where they need to go and they
Mhm.
are fun.
Right, and you know that I personally have a hard time putting oils on my feet, so I do the dishpan thing. I'll put them in there, and so my whole foot's getting the oils when I do that. So
So you
there's no
take,
bad
so
spot.
you take a Pyrex dish that's
Yeah,
the right size and
the
put drops of oils in the dish and then you put your foot
yep,
into the dish. What a
yeah.
clever idea.
Well, it just allows me to get it where I need to get it. It's hard for me to bend my leg up to actually see the bottom of my foot. So this way, my whole foot's getting a treatment as well. So,
That's a
and the
very
9 by
clever way.
13,
You use
yeah, is
glass
actually
or
the perfect
stainless
size.
steel, the warmth of your foot just inside the Pyrex or the
Yep.
pan would be enough
Hmm.
to motivate molecules to join your tissues. Very clever, Deb. Okay,
Okay.
This is taken from our own catalog. Add 1 to 2 drops to areas of concern on the skin. So, all 4 of these oils are great for those little disruptions on your skin that sometimes happen during puberty, that sometimes happen during long-term stresses. It's real. All 4 of these are really positive to create positive pH on the skin. So when you resolve your anger issues, those pimply things go away.
You mean like those that might break out after eating a whole carrot cake?
Yeah, I've heard about that. Okay, you can see these suggestions. Spray bottles with water to protect against environmental threats. Pulse points to promote healthy cell function. Diffuse to purify the air and repel insects. Yes. Boy, we got some serious insects already, boys. I think it had to do with our funny winter, but there are a lot of healthy insects out there looking for some biting people.
Yeah, I had one up in the corner of my ceiling again, and I was waiting for them to crawl down so I could zap them with my lovely machine that you got me, and he's gone. So I
Oh,
don't know where he went.
he's hiding. He heard you had one of those bug zappers.
I know.
I always yell at them, get outside. This is your last warning.
Absolutely.
Okay, mix 4 drops of Arborvitae with 2 drops of lemon, and you can use it for a natural wood preservative and polish. It actually works out really well.
I actually did that. It's amazing.
Yes.
The wood is so healthy looking. I mean, it sounds crazy to say that, but
Okay, now here's where we got a little bit creative. Arborvitae supports the body's natural functions in the following areas. Females, monthly issues. Could be change of life for men too. I'm sure that would work.
hmm
Broken heart ache repair.
Okay. I like head pain.
Head pain, that's
hmm
like the window pane. When it's a little
Yes.
cracked, this can be really helpful. Parasite
Parasite.
away.
I like your tummy tonic. That's great.
It is. It is. It's a great waker upper. And this is for the United Republican Irritants.
A colon soother.
Yes. The
You were very
molecules of
creative.
Arborvitae will rush in and soothe that colon. And if it has any little pockets of those little creatures trying to organize a union, used consistently while avoiding soda and white sugar, the colon
hmm
gets healthier and healthier. Am I allowed to say
That's
that?
great. Yeah, well, it's so.
It is. It makes syphilis very depressed. Sorry, I couldn't help it. Sorry. It's a DNA re-educator.
Thank goodness we need to be re-educated.
Yes, I have a much larger list, but this was the best I could do. From this, I'm
hmm
sure you can figure out other things. Do we dilute Arborvitae? Was one of the questions that just came through. Yes, especially for women in the first trimester. Okay, because
hmm
it could cause skin sensitivity. It could cause a little hyperactivity. So you want to dilute. It's perfectly fine. It could make your skin a little bit warm. It protects you against environmental and seasonal threats. It, bug away is another way to put it. Bug be
hmm
gone.
And we could diffuse that to clear a lot of the things that are floating around in the air right now within our homes.
Yes, and even in the garage, when you're cleaning the garage, bring in 2 diffusers, and I would use Arborvitae in one and the Shield in the other. Powerful cleansing and purifying agent. Powerful. Whenever you see that word powerful, think in terms less is more. It's a secret code they put on things. So whenever you see powerful, use less and it will do more for you. Think of it if too many soldiers all tried to climb into the same little wooden house. You couldn't sort the good guys from the bad guys. So let's only send enough soldiers to do the job. Does that help?
Mm-hmm. Sure. And can you mix this with some of our unscented cream to put on those patches that people get on their skin?
Yes.
Would that be beneficial for
Yeah,
that?
especially in the winter months when the cracking happens between the fingers. It's very, very good. It's action, not the chemical makeup, but its action is very similar to our friend Melissa.
Oh.
Moving on.
Mm.
Geranium offers outstanding benefits for soothing skin and is a common ingredient in many skincare products. Also, if your skin gets ripped or torn or poked, geranium will keep your bodily fluids inside.
Yay.
That was good. Also useful for joint support, tempering minor aches and pains. Geranium's calming effects makes it a popular choice for many essential oil users. It also works very well with Lang Lang to console one's rhythm from the heart.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is an example of a non-compliant. Hey, I had to give you an example because so many people wrote and said, what is non-compliant? Here's an example of non-compliant. These are actually names of diseases and conditions that we can't talk about because we're not MDs in all these different areas. So think in terms of some of the tools in your box of oils because of its ability to clear cell receptor sites and eliminate debris or overzealous bacteria or underperforming areas, that geranium is a really good mediator. Geranium makes people sit down at the table and both discuss their virtues and who gets to stay and who gets to go. But this slide is a no-no. But it gives you an example of what an extraordinary tool in your tool bag, used gently, diluted, and consistently to support, just like breathing here in New Jersey. I'm not kidding you. We have some extraordinary things in our air that they don't even know how to test for because a lot of these things have never been combined before. So think in terms of gentle application. Think in terms of give your body a rest. How best can we give our entire system a rest, Deb?
Oh my gosh. Everything improves, everything functions better. So, yeah, you would definitely want to do this. You can use it at nighttime, help you do that. Geranium also helps, speaking of nighttime, like when some women have those, they get really, really hot, you know?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. So that's like a flash kind of a thing.
Yeah. And so it definitely helps with all of that. And the deeper sleep that we get, the more functioning we'll be able to do the next day.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Yes. Who wouldn't like a good sleep?
One of the things that I have always loved about geranium, and because of my professional career, I'm allowed to say this, is grief management. Now, whenever we try to organize logically something that's a feeling, you can run into some problems. Geranium bridges the gap between your thinking how you should feel and how you feel. Did you understand that?
Okay.
Geranium has the gift of taking pain. Let's say like your emotional center is a series of pigeonholes, like in an old hotel where they used to put the keys. Okay. And geranium has the ability to.
Sue, I lost you.
Are you there?
I know she was talking about the joining of the different emotional centers. Geranium. Are you back?
Can you hear me?
Now we can.
I don't know what happened.
It was very strange.
Okay.
I was trying to fill in for you, but you please continue.
Okay.
How does it help those emotions?
If you think of a series of pigeonholes like behind an old hotel desk where they used to put the keys and the key handle would
Yeah, sure.
out, okay? Well, if you think of your pains that you have suffered in your life, starting from when you were very little, and your big brother got to stay up later than you did, and your feelings were hurt because your parents sent you to bed saying, "You've been cranky, you're tired, go to bed." That's a form of like rejection or feeling left out. You start storing that stuff up in your gallbladder and in your liver. At some point in time, it's going to manifest itself. As you grow older, you get insulted by teachers and other teenage friends, and grief accumulates. And then when you actually suffer a big catastrophe, a big loss, the family dog dies at 14 years, been your constant companion, a grandma passes away, your next door neighbor, something that dramatically changes your life every day from that day going forward becomes a bigger pain. And how you play it back in your head helps focus you. So it's like you're looking through this veil of pain and trying to see the world the way you did yesterday. It doesn't work like that. But geranium takes the pains and helps them be put in the proper order. So the loss of your dog when you were 10, pain gets put in its proper place against the theft of your car or your house burned down. Everything has an order that is what we call balance and suffering. Geranium lets things take its proper order. Sometimes people are surprised because they get in touch with feelings they didn't even know they had. People play name that feeling, and geranium is a really big helper.
That's
So
great.
think in terms of diffused geranium, mixed geranium with melissa, mixed geranium with bergamot, mixed geranium with lavender, and let pain settle. Because when you resist pain or you say, I'm not going to feel it right now, you kind of make it like a big pressure cooker. Does that help?
Yeah, no, that's great. Yeah. Well, now I know why you always sneak that on me.
Right. Well, Debbie, when I first used geranium working on her, she'd go, ah! Words to that effect.
Just a little bit. Now I've learned to love it. I actually have. But she was really good because it mixes well with so many other oils. She was always good at putting some of my other favorites all around it, this layering it. So it wasn't so bad. But it definitely, it really does help balance you all together. And it does, I always feel energized after you use that. So it's really a great oil.
Yes, and our time is going just so fast. I can't even believe it.
Okay.
We're on to Cypress.
Yay, Cypress.
And you'll notice that we took some creative liberties on this page.
Just a little.
Yes.
Just a little. I love the name. Acne Butt Kicker. Woo!
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes people who have living in a dysfunctional home And male children in particular get a lot of acne on the back because they need to suppress anger and it sneaks out there. We use
Mm-hmm.
cypress with melaleuca. It's quite extraordinary at balancing the bacteria on the backs and relieving some of the issues. It's also very helpful, of course, if we give up. What is that we have to give up?
Let's see, some like white sugar,
Yes, and white flour.
flour, and alcohol.
Yeah, well, teenagers don't drink alcohol, I'm sure.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And cypress can easily be combined with geranium for grief.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
It's
right over your liver can be helpful. Bottom of your feet can be helpful.
mm-hmm.
Cypress helps with sad and scared
Mm-hmm.
and made up diseases. Now,
Okay. I saw that one. I'm not quite sure.
made up diseases refers to people who watch or read WebMD and then develop
Oh,
symptoms and call and tell all their friends they have this made up disease. And
got it.
then the next day they have another made up disease. Then they even go to the doctor and say, "Oh, I read on WebMD and I have this disease." And then the doctor gives them placebo and they feel so much better. More physicians are
Mm-hmm.
giving out placebos today because they found out just telling the person, "Here you go, this will make you feel better," it's working great.
Or can that also help a person who like reads all the symptoms of a medication and gets every one of them, even though they said the chance is like 1 in 1 million?
Yes.
Okay. I
Yes.
know someone like that.
We all do. We all know somebody who has everything broken or bad, and they keep saying it over and over again. And sadly, one of our friends recently, she had said so many times, "I have this bad thing," that she's managed to develop most of the symptoms. And even one of
Mhm.
the physicians actually believed her and gave her some medication. So
Wow.
careful what you wish for.
Hmm.
Long drive
I
enabler, especially in the bladder area.
Yeah, so you don't have to make as many pit stops.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. I actually like the cottage cheese like surfaces. It was very nicely put.
Well, several
Yes.
people have written in the comment section, this is too funny for words. Okay. Relieve deep
Yeah.
loss of expression of creativity. Okay.
Mhm. So we're going to mix cypress with ginger,
Yes.
and it will help us
Gets rid of
reestablish.
blockages. Lose the
Yes,
blockage.
that's great.
Okay. If you mix grapefruit, cypress, and clove together, applied to the cottage cheese like surfaces on thighs and upper legs, drink water, wash away the debris. See smooth skin. Rejoice.
Yes. Happy days are here again, especially with swimsuit season coming, people.
Oh,
Get
yeah.
that mixture
I
going.
have my bikini already, don't you know?
Yes, oh yeah.
Relieving a deep sense of loss. Cypress, frankincense, bergamot. It doesn't take it away. Nothing takes away your feelings. It helps you process your feelings.
Hmm.
I mean, some people say, "Well, I take enough painkillers, I don't feel that." And I go like, "Well, I think I'd rather feel it and understand it and process it."
Hmm. Yeah,
Cypress supports us with opening up stuckness so we can flow with life.
very nice.
It's excellent for scraping debris off the insides of your veins and arteries.
Hmm.
Oh, look, here's some suggestions.
Okay,
Rise to a
uses.
long run. Apply to your feet and legs for energizing boost.
Good. Apply 2 to 3 drops to the chest before gardening. Very nice. Vitality and energy to do all that digging. It'll
Yes,
pull out all those bad things that we don't want in there.
right. And personally, I mix it with Arborvitae to
Hmm.
discourage any little flying friendlies.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Right. And you can diffuse cypress with lime for an invigorating scent. Cypress and grapefruit with FCO for invigorating massage.
I like the 1-2 drops to your toner,
Yes.
help your skin. But did you ever notice that it kind of tightens your skin too?
Mm-hmm.
It makes your skin just feel like you had a little mini facelift.
Yes. Oh, there's where I snuck in the debris from inside the veins and arteries too.
Yep. Hmm.
Drink your water, wash away the debris, calming and soothing to the whole system, and it's a great blood tonic. Think of
Woohoo.
think of tonic means balancer. Tonic means readjuster. If you have 14 things going on and they're out of whack, Cypress helps them get back in their proper rhythm.
Well, yeah, just from our experiences with my dad, right? Cypress was his friend.
Oh yeah.
It helped clear up all the nasty stuff on his legs and everything, and help with the blood flow. It was great.
Yes.
Okay, white fur.
Woohoo!
Love white fur.
I want to talk about cypress and white fir for just a second. Think about the tall trees they come from.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things I've always admired about the cypress is it bends in the wind. It lends itself to your flexibility. It allows for elasticity of things that have to flow from place to place in your body. It provides strengthening of those little tunnels and pipelines. White fir, tall, strong, but again, flexible branches.
Mm-hmm.
So, isn't it good?
Oh yeah. Well, see, when you say white fur, I think of Christmas tree, and I think of their beautiful pyramid shape. So it just gives that illusion of that powerful triangle of being. So it's really nice, and just the smell of it alone is such an invigorating aroma. It just, I don't know, it's like instant happy,
And
right?
right, and if you think in terms of I used to work in a photographic chemical studio and inhaled molecules that I didn't know my brain would grab onto to cause me to forget things. Are you with me, guys? Stay with me. So, to encourage the molecules of the chemicals to leave, I would make this really cool recipe involving white fir, helichrysum, and cilantro. And we could put that like in a little capsule and take 2 times a day, or we could apply it to the back of the neck from a roller bottle with a little bit of dilution in it. We could apply it to just below your armpits, not in the armpits. Did you hear me say just below the armpits, along
Mm-hmm.
the lymphatic system? And if you do that consistently, give up white sugar, white flour, drink lots and lots of water, you will create an environment in which the body is comfortable letting go of the molecules that were not in your best interest.
Okay.
Now, why am I showing you the chemical constituents here? What's important about this group of chemical constituents?
Well, the first thing that jumps out at me is the limonene.
Yes. Yes. Why do we love limonene?
Well, well, first of all, that's one of Dr. Hill's favorite words, but
We know that word from Dr. Hill. We sure do.
yeah, we do. But it's really helpful in like an anti everything,
And the California thing, too.
right? Um, so we can use this in many ways, but it really is white fur and the limonene component just helps us with I don't know how to say these without saying these words.
That's why we
So just
California.
everything.
CA.
Yeah.
Canada,
Okay.
California.
Okay. Okay.
What else is CA? Let me think.
I can't think of any others.
Okay. Well, there's Southern California too.
But
Continuous activity, massage into skin for soothing comfort. Diffuse for an energizing effect. It's a mind cleanser. Get it? Wonder if we could put it in people's mouths that say dirty words. What do you think, Deb?
no, that might be fun. That
Oh,
might be fun.
and
I like when you're working through different things, different hardships and things that you have to get through at work or at home to diffuse it. I have my little diffuser plugged right into my laptop, and it really does help with reducing stress and feeling uptight and things like that.
yes, it's very good for
And
muscle ache away, encourages deep breathing with ease, discourages organized unfriendlies in reproductive tissue areas. Let me say that one more time. Discourages organized unfriendlies in reproductive tissue areas.
so that makes things work better.
Yes, things work better and there's not a need for antes.
Cool.
Remember my great antibiotic? Don't use them so much. I'm going to be in so much trouble if this gets out. You guys have to swear you're not going to send this anywhere when I post it, okay? Sugar addiction cravings are discouraged when combined with geranium on the back of the neck often. Add a little wild orange and sandalwood to reduce pain from inactivity of being in a deep hole emotionally. What do you think the deep hole might start with? Depression.
Oh, that was funny. Okay, I wasn't going there. I was thinking the grief word, but
No, no.
depression. Love it.
Combined with lavender for rapid recovery of burns. A lot of people don't know that white fir and frankincense is an excellent recovery agent
Hmm.
of scar tissue. Oh, snuck out.
Hmm.
Yes, it really works out very, very well. We used white fir and frankincense a long time before there was special blends for those things.
Hmm.
Now, this is our last page, and we're going to talk for a couple of minutes about the gift of those 4 oils. And you'll see on here, you can combine it with wild orange in diffuser blends. And this is all about bringing sunshine, get the symbol here, into your life.
Got it.
Okay? All of these
Nice.
oils are an extraordinary gift. We are so fortunate that Emily Wright and the company of doTERRA all have such very high standards and are persons of such extraordinary integrity that when they ask for certain chemical constituents and they know how to talk to the growers of the plants, trees, they know how to talk to the harvesters, the people who pick things just at the right time to prepare them to draw the essence out of them that can give us a better quality of life. We are so fortunate that if they can't give us the very best for the intentions they have set, they won't give us something less. So
Hmm.
I am very grateful. My clients, our friends who have issues, conditions, and such that respond very positively. It's amazing. 2 things you got to remember about Mother Nature. Mother Nature knows what to do for Mother Nature, and a little goes a really long way. So work with your cute bodies, and we'll have more of these fun oil classes in the future. but be patient. By the time you recognize a consistent symptom in your body, you've had a condition probably for weeks, months, or years. So the resolution by creating a positive environment within your body that allows the miracle that is your body to resolve the condition, you have to consistently use good products and drink water and walk 20 minutes twice a day. It's a full package.
Mm-hmm.
Oils and nutraceuticals are not silver bullets. They're part of the beautiful package of loving yourself. So please remember, if you can figure out within your body what it needs consistently, you will live to 132. You will still be kicking butt and taking names. Right, Deb?
Exactly. Exactly. The oils are helping energize our body to do what it's supposed to do. And as Dr. Sue said, we just need to find the right combination and keep doing it. Don't give up. A little bit, a little change, and a little change will occur. Things don't go away as fast as they come on sometimes, and that's frustrating, but we just have to hang in there.
Yeah, like I said, by the time you notice some things, the misfiring or the out of rhythm happenstance, it's probably been
Right.
going on for some time. So you have to be patient. And please remember, if anybody you know gets afflicted with a consistent, organized villain, ooh, villain begins with V.
I like that.
Yes, a villain, and you are working with oils to relieve the symptoms of the villain. After the symptoms are relieved, please continue using positive defeaters of the villain for another 3 weeks, because the villain is capable of adapting and going to live somewhere else and create unfriendly things somewhere else in your body, because just because it gets quiet doesn't mean it's gone. I'm hoping that was clear.
No, that's true. Yeah, it makes so much sense. Thank you.
Thank you. No more villains, but you'll see that word in the future. I can see it now. What do you think, Deb?
Yeah, that's a perfect word. Perfect, perfect.
Thank you all for sharing. Thank you for caring enough about yourself and others to take a risk. This is recorded and we will be posting it. And if you don't find it, write to me. Thank you. Thank you, Deb, for giving up your morning. I really appreciate
No problem. Thank you. Everybody have a sunshiny day. That's what that orange circle is reminding me of. So everyone have a great, happy day.
Yes. And it's all good. Everything is so good.
Take care, everyone.
Bye
Bye-bye.
now.